Grand Rising Collective. I hope all is well. Happy New Year's to those who celebrate. Um, Before I get started with the reading, I wanted to address the elephant in the room. Well, actually, it's two elephants. The first one is the comics section. Um, how you choose to proceed with your life is your business. There was a comment said, excuse me, us tarot readers, and blasey, blasey, blasey. Um, this is supposed to be a safe space for my subscribers to, um, you know, be themselves, but all I'm asking is that you keep it respectful. Um, my channel is built off of love and healing and light, so um, I intend to keep it that way. So please be respectful in the comment section. Um, and the second elephant that's in the room is the microphone. Okay. I just purchased a microphone. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this microphone actually clips onto me. So I read a comment that someone said that when they changed devices, they were able to hear better. So I don't know if that can help somebody out there that is experiencing a volume problem, but on my end, everything is up. I purchased the microphone, um, and try to see if you was to change and listen to the readings and maybe off the phone or something like that, and not on your computer or vice versa. That might help. Again, thank you guys for your encouragement when it comes to my channel, the love and the support, sending me messages, other tarot channels, again, sending me encouraging messages to keep going. I really appreciate the love. So much gratitude. So I'm going to clip this microphone back on and we're going to start your reading. Hope you guys can hear. What is the energy that surrounds Taurus at this moment? Taurus at this time when it comes to love. Those strings attached. Side hustle. Memories. Faith. Healing. Shady is at the bottom of the deck. Somebody is in your energy that may have made it seem like that in the connection you guys were an item, a couple, you guys were together. But it was to a limit, you know. You could have been dealing with someone who had a side hustle, I feel like this side hustle is the reason why the no strings attached energy is connected to this, because they still wanted their cake and they still wanted to eat it too. You got Shady at the bottom of the deck. This person is someone you really can't trust anyways. I do feel and see that they're thinking about you. They're trying their best to heal. Wow. Okay, let's see. What's in the energy for Taurus at this time, Spirit? What's in the energy for Taurus? Queen of Swords and the Knight of Cups energy came out together. What is Taurus's person's energy at this time? King of Wands. Could be dealing with a fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Wait, did I say that right? Five of Cups. Oh, wow, three came out. Somebody has a lot to say. Okay, I don't know why I'm feeling. I need to say this. This year is the year of 8. If you are familiar with numerology, you may be in your 8th year this year. This is my 8th year. Your 7th year, you would have found that, which was last year, you would have found that that was your hermit year. Connections didn't work or whatnot. That was the year for you to sit with yourself and do soul searching. Even if you tried to get in a connection, it didn't work, or barely work, or barely, barely got through. But there's a Taurus or some Tauruses on my timeline, or that's, even cross watchers. This is your year, the year to 8. This is a year you're going to see positive omens take place in your life. Some of you may even be married. You may even have a child this year. Buying a new home or getting a new, moving into a new home. But the 8's usually, the number 8 is usually heavy. Your 8th year is heavy around relationships, around connections. 6 of Wands. So, there's this book. It's a number book that I use. Let me see. Page of Swords. Wait. All right. I was trying to look up this book, Taurus. Sorry about that. But the book is called Numbers in You by Lloyd Strayhorn. I'll put it in the comment section if you're interested. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is the book that I've purchased back in 2020. I need to get a new one. And it's about $8, But it's a good book to help you understand numerology when it comes to your name, your birth date, and things of that nature. When to get married, when not to get married, uh, best time, to have a baby, stuff like that. That little book is worth investing in because it can actually help prevent you um, from making like decisions that can affect you, you know, moving along in your journey. Numerology is big, in spirituality. Very important. Eight of Swords. Excuse me, at the bottom of the deck. All right. In the past, it looks like there was a fight, um, heated discussion, argument, um, with you, Taurus. You're coming out as this Empress energy. Remember, the Empress embodies all of the queens in the deck, so it looks like there was a fight that took place. There could have been external, you know, um, energies involved as well. Um, this fight puts you on your path to a new beginning. It puts you on your path to, trusting that the universe has something better in store for you. Um, and you're heavily guarded with the Queen of Swords energy being out here. You're very aware of promiscuous energy and you don't want no parts of it. Um, kind of feel like whatever it is, you're trying to learn what it is that you keep attracting or why you keep attracting these type of energies. And a lot of you are nipping it in the butt. I don't know why that research just came to my head. Oya, uh, in particular, or Oshun. Um, some of you may have that Oshun energy where you don't have to do nothing and you could get whatever it is that you want from a person, just by your energy alone. Like, say for instance, you go and get an oil change or whatnot. You have that type of energy that'll literally, a person would be like, it's on me, I got it. Your energy comes with this strong feminine presence of, um, I feel like nurturing, like this calm, nurturing, peaceful, almost like a motherly figure type of energy, or something in that element. But it's mixed with, you know, um, I don't want to say persuasion, but it's like it's not intentional, it's unintentional. So you may notice that things, you know, specifically the opposite gender of you tend to, be more receptive to you in your energy. So I see that whatever happened in the past, um, let's fight, competition. This could be someone, who's angry at the fact that you want to move on with your life. This is someone who definitely wanted to reconcile with you. I kind of feel like you guys got back with this person, and as soon as you got back with them, things just instantly turned for the worse. But in the current energy, there's definitely heavy regret. Um, kind of feel like the regret this person is feeling and despair, anxiety, has a lot to do with a Queen and Wands energy that they, either was dealing with or created you out to be. Um, it's like their past actions towards this connection, you know, um, has got your boundaries very, very high. It's almost like you're aware of they bullshit with the Nine of Cups energy. And it's almost like you're saying, yeah, we could talk about, these things, but I'm already knowing you and how you get down. I'm willing to listen, though, but it's like you're coming off as you can't bullshit a bullshitter type of energy. For some of you, this person may approach you and want to offer you a new beginning, but it's something you're protecting. It could be a new connection that you're, wanting to start. Kind of feel like with this Page of Swords energy, you have a stalker. Somebody's definitely watching your social media. You might get a message from this person. There's definitely talks of an offer for you, Taurus, that's coming out in your energy. Again, let me make this clear as well. Do not force the readings to fit. It's going to do nothing but draw you a false conclusion of your situation, and it will mislead you because it's not your message. I've been seeing that in the comments as well. If it does not resonate with you, you will know because you not understanding the message is not for you. Don't force it to fit. I've been noticing that in the comment section. If you don't understand the message, it's probably not for you. I feel like with this King of Wands energy, you got somebody here that's planning they're planning a plan for you and them on your behalf, and you have no recollection about this. I feel like a lot of you may have been dealing with someone who, can't let you go. With the Eight of Swords energy being out here, that's still in this mental imbalance. This is someone who's choosing not to move forward. It's like this person they love rotting in a negative, pessimistic mindset. So I kind of feel like this person, you know, you will forgive them, but they'll keep bringing up all the shit that you've done to them. So, with this Queen of Wands energy, I feel like you got somebody, which is your person, in the background, you know, making plans, drawing out plans for you and them, because they're having a hard time letting go, but they're still in their head about this connection, still wanting to, you know, take things in a different direction. Yep. Current energy, there's definitely a lot of regret because their actions in the past caused you to walk away. Kind of feel like, this person was dealing with a Queen of Wands in the reverse, somebody that's messy, um, very promiscuous, jealous, envious, negative energy, that didn't have your person's best interest at heart. I feel like this person was a influence. They influenced, you know, your person's thoughts and what it is they should be doing when it comes to this connection. And I feel like they regretted this because you walked away and didn't look back. You're going with the flow of things with the Hangman energy being out here. You're moving forward and your boundaries is high and you're manifesting new beginnings, while your person is, still stuck on how to get you back into their life. Why is the Empress, Five of Wands, and a Fool? You may live at a distance from your person. I kind of feel like in the past you tried to reconcile with this person, but it blew up in your face. There was a fight, and I feel like this fight was the last straw. I do feel like your person feels like you are their twin flame. This is somebody that, views you as their divine counterpart. I don't know, but I get the sense of your person think you're gullible, or you think your person is gullible, easily persuaded, and it don't take much to alter this person's mindset when it comes to this connection. They feel left out in the cold because your boundaries is high. You're protecting your energy, moving forward with your life, getting over hurt and pain in the past. It's a lot of cards coming out. So in the near future, it looks to be a tower brewing. It's coming in your energy, Taurus. It's definitely has a lot to do with love. And the fact that you walked away, a lot of you walked away because of deceit, lies, and maliciousness. Um, you became more aware and real to yourself that this is going to be a repeated cycle with this person. Um, this person going to continue to have secrets, and they're going to continue to cause pain and fights and juggle you. So I feel like a lot of you are respecting you. You know, you're putting you first, respecting what it is you stand for as an individual. Why is this tower energy out here? Wow, the devil. Strong bond, strong tie here. I feel like this was your divine counterpart, but this person turned karmic. But in their eyes, they still view you as their twin flame, their divine counterpart. So you walked away, or will be walking away in the upcoming energy, or already have walked away. I feel like this person is going to come back wanting to heal this connection. It's a temporary high that they're looking for when it comes to you guys in this connection. You know, a lot of the times with this devil energy, we think of a literal entity. Um, the devil to me is purposed as low vibrational energy. You're dealing with an energy who attached to, you know, your lower version of yourself. Um, and I feel like, you know, you're gonna break that energetic hold you had on you when it comes to this person. Um, and this is the lesson that a lot of you are going to conquer. This is a lesson you will learn. You're going to have victory over this wish fulfillment that had a powerful soul tie on you. Because I do see you having victory and walking away. For a lot of you, you're going to walk right into a new connection that's going to be more giving, a give and take, you know, balancing, harmonizing, connection here with both of you guys working on yourselves from past, situationships that prompted you to go in this journey of healing. But when you meet up with this person, both of you guys are gonna come back as your healed version of yourself. Why is the hangman here? It's like you know what your person wants to talk to you about, and you're guarded. You're in this self-love energy. Some of you may, be in the energy of a new perspective when it comes to this situation. Um, since you've been away from this person, For some of you, you've done a lot of growing up emotionally, and it's possible that you could be seeing the error of your ways too. This is only to those who knows that this connection is, workable. You started to see the error of your ways, and you learned to take accountability for your own actions here. And some of you may want to talk to this person regarding that. Um, you're trusting your intuition though. It's like when I look at you guys as energy, and I look at this energy in the past, or I think what I'm picking up on is an energy this person was dealing with. There was no substance there for your person, meaning they have all the 3D things with this person, the spiritual things they have with you. You have this calm, peace, tranquility, um, healing type energy where, you know, any other energy, it's low vibrational, root chakra, um, not wanting to heal, you know, from past traumas and pain. So it just festers. This is who your person was dealing with, someone who who does not even know what the hell a chakra is. It's a low vibrating energy. For some of you, your person could have walked away from this energy. So I do see with this King of Swords energy being out here, you may, there's a pending communication um, with you and your person. I feel like this person wants to open up and tell you the truth about what happened. Thank you, Spirit. High Priestess is at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, you're quiet. You could have been in an abusive connection for some of you. That's not for all of you. I feel like your person did try to move on, take a, go a different way, possibly with this Queen of Wands in the reverse. But there's fighting there, there's bickering there, there's, a tower happening there. And I feel like a lot of it is because they're holding on to you, Taurus. They're having a hard time letting you go. And it's almost to the point to where they can't take it. They're like gradually breaking. Um, some of you may feel this energy pulling on you. The seriousness that I feel like you're in at this time, like you just in this no bullshit energy, silent, going within, reflecting, um, not allowing your temptations and desires to be a part of your life, walking in truth with justice and working on yourself so you could be your best version of yourself when you do find your divine masculine or feminine. Why is the Queen of Wands in the reverse here, Spirit? Okay, I'm picking up something. Let me say it before I forget. Your person in the past was dealing with abandonment issues with their mother. Something happened in their life to where their mother either walked away, abandoned them, and they have been like this. Um, they have been a certain type of way towards the opposite sex that they're dealing with. So um, they're looking at all of this and they're seeing how, their past with their, you know, parents, siblings, how it was unhealthy and toxic. And this past that they, grew up in, they're seeing a connection between their mother, their siblings, and their current relationships, and how they are the aggressor. This person suffers from abandonment issues strongly. I'm picking up, but I feel like this person would fight for a connection that, in the end, they end up, you know, doing what it is that they want to do. So, they'll put they all in fighting for this connection, but they'll do some dumb shit like cheat, you know what I'm saying? And then the process goes and do it again, and then it's a cycle. That's because this person have abandonment issues. They don't see that their actions cause people to walk away, but they have this it's almost like this person expect you to stay even despite the fact that they've done some horrible shit to you in this connection. They feel entitled. That's the word I was looking for. They feel entitled still, even though, the role that they played in this connection being no more, they still feel entitled to you, Taurus. So yeah, this person could have, again, tried something new with this Queen of Wands energy, tried to develop a connection here, but they regret that decision. Because now that decision that they went towards is, um, there's a lot of fighting, bickering, and it's crazy because what goes around comes around. I feel like y'all was fighting with this person about this person in the past, and now this person is fighting over you in the current energy. I'm picking up as well that your person is seeing that they're still stuck on you. I kind of feel like your person talks about you a lot, and it's like they can't help it, you know. It's always they're comparing the both of you here. Um, and spiritually, on a spiritual sense, you are their cup of tea. I also feel like in the past, um, your person regret not only, not keeping it real with you, but they feel like if they would have made a decision while you was in a connection with them, they wouldn't be going through, you know, this karma that they're going through. I'm also picking up that this person is saying this was actually easy and I made it so hard. And with the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Swords, the energy being out here, um, they fear that the very person that they had some type of, connection with, someone that will listen and honor their feelings and empathy, they fear that, this was it. They fear that they would never meet anyone like you. They fear that, you have moved on with somebody else and they lost you forever. You guys got a lot of cards coming out today. What they did in the past brought karma, and that karma came in pretty fast. This was a divine gift, and they mishandled it because of their control issues. I feel like now that the cards is coming out the way that they are, you were brought into your person's life to help them heal, to show them, you know, um, to you came into their life to awaken them to heal and start that healing process. Another thing too I'm hearing is you weren't supposed to have been with this person long term. For some of you, this was for a season and for a reason, but the ego played a big part here, and the ego won, and I kind of feel like it wasn't time for you to learn a lesson, but you ended up learning that lesson early, uh, because you stuck around this energy. So it's almost like the lesson you learned, it's like you learned it sooner than expected. And I'm hearing universal law. It's weird. I don't know where that's coming from, but you learned something and it enlightened you, um, and it catapulted you to. It's almost like you jump timelines, if you get what I mean. Um, you may notice that you recently just stopped dealing with this person, but it's like it feels like you ain't been with this person in like 2 years. The feelings is watered down. You don't have that stronghold. And for some of you, you may be on an inside tripping like, damn, just yesterday, I couldn't shake this person. Where is this coming from? You learned the lesson that was very detrimental. And it's almost like it shifted your timelines and catapulted you to, I almost want to say, 5D timeline. So yeah, definitely what happened in the past, you know, it's a karma. Definitely, this person is getting karma the same way. They issue karma on you, they're getting it, and this person they're dealing with is getting it the same way. They played a role in your person's life behind your back, causing conflict in your household with this person. They're receiving it. A lot of you are going to hear about this. Keep hearing Beyonce's song, What Goes Around Comes Around. Might want to listen to that song. See ya. You want to come back? This is definitely, you literally could see the cycle here in these cards. It's repeating itself. Um, but I feel like a lot of you Taurians learned this lesson. Because look, in the near future, the test is coming back again. What you walked away from is literally coming back again. It's in your energy. And I feel like the universe is saying, continue to work on yourself, continue staying in calmer waters, chase after your passions, and, live in truth and clarity of the situation with this person. Um, and the truth is, this person, is their own demise, basically. They have a gluttonous nature, addiction, addictive nature, and you conquered that. I feel like you were dealing with someone that most people find it hard to conquer. The fact that you conquered this person and they know you conquered them, you got them in their head, they can't let go. The same problems they brought into your life, they're currently seeing in their life, and they regretting everything that they did. So in the future energy, I feel like the fact that this person still views you as a wish fulfillment, there's this sense of entitlement with the devil and the tower energy being out here. So you might see that this person is going to try to come back around to fight for this connection. Um, but in the end, a lot of you are staying the course, moving forward, and keeping your distance because where you at, peace is more valuable than somebody's body parts at this time. So, with that said, Taurus, this is your reading. I hope that it resonated. Thank you guys for the likes and subscribes and the donations. Much gratitude, much obliged. And I see you guys on the next one. Bye.